My name's Devontae Harris, and I'm a little of Big Brothers Big Sisters. Truthfully, from a year ago, I didn't even care what I was gonna do. I didn't have any major on my mind at all. I would have my doctor telling me to at least think about it. And, you know, if it wasn't for Dave and my mom, I probably still wouldn't have anything on my mind. I used to have a kind of a slouchy, laid-back attitude in my classroom, and my big has helped me change my attitude. He showed me a lot of different things to show me what I can do. You know, it's kind of brightened my horizon. And the most treasured day was probably on my birthday. His whole family came out to my birthday. Christine came out, my mom came out, you know, and they celebrated my birthday. They brought me gifts, and they bought me food, and I'm not really used to people doing that for me, besides a family member, so it felt nice, and it's a different feeling. The reason I would encourage someone to be a big, you know, is because, you know, you can just look at me, my relationship with my big, you know, we always have fun. There's not a time when we're not laughing when we're together. You know, just show your little good time, and you might get something out of it.
I first got involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters, saw it as an opportunity to give back and to meet you know, a fine young man, help him kind of make some decisions through a real critical part of life. Devontae is my second match, and we've been together for 2 years and have had a great relationship, learned a lot about each other. I've seen a really neat level of maturity with him. I've seen him really kind of grow into more responsibility. I think one of the things that I'm the most charged about is towards the end of high school, he and I have a nice talk. I will say, look, you know, when you are in my position, when you're 30 years old, you're going to do the same thing for me. You're going to pay it forward. And my hopes for Devontae's future would be college, a great job, you know, and a great life. The things that we've kind of taken a look at, you know, and again, the nice thing about, you know, my position with him now is I can kind of show him how we connect the dots, how we make all that work. Because it's not, you just can't lay a goal out there to make that happen, but you got to map out how you're going to do it. And he's excited about that because he sees those little milestones being met, and he starts to gain a little momentum himself. So he starts heading in the right direction.
I had Devontae as a freshman, and he would struggle with focusing on the schoolwork. It just didn't seem that important to him. You know, he's always been a very quick student. Like, I knew he had so much potential when I first met him, but he didn't have that drive. And his mom was rooting for him, I was rooting for him, but once that third person came into his life, once he had that big brother, suddenly I started to notice changes. I kept up with him throughout his sophomore and junior year, and he would show me his grades, and I would check out how he was doing in our school system, and always he was improving. And he has told me that it's because of his big brother.
Over the past couple of months especially, I've really seen them get a lot closer, and Devontae really growing as a student. He's really set high goals for himself, and Dave tells him he has that potential as well as pushes him to achieve it, and he doesn't let him just float by. I think the biggest thing is that Dave can be there for Devontae, whether it's picking him up from school after tutoring, whether it's doing community service, whether it's just going golfing. You know, Dave is always there, whether Devontae needs him in his academic life or his personal life.
A couple of years ago, it was really hard to get him involved in anything or motivated to do anything, so I would have to push him. But now, lately, he's a lot more motivated to try new things, to do things, you know, to create his own activities. Or even better, if he doesn't have anything to do, he's okay with that too. I like him. I like Dave because when I first met him, it was just like he was not a stranger, you know. And I could tell that he's comfortable, you know, bringing his family around. That was major to me. You know, their birthday party, that was that was major. He's never had anyone to go out of their way for him like that. Thank you, Dave, for coming into my son's life. And that glow that you see in your child when he's a little boy, and you see it dimming and dimming as they go through all, you know, the things they go through at school, becoming teenagers, and you see that glow just dwindling. And it seems that since you've come into my son's life, he's starting to glow again. And I just can't thank you enough for that.